My name is Shaquille Brown. I am 23 years old and I hail from the beautiful parish of Kingston, specifically Whitehall. My journey in poetry started when I was in prep school. My first experience was at the JCDC competition where one of my teachers would have recommended that I perform a Louis Bennett Coverley poem called Dirty Tough. As someone who was not inclined to patois as my father was avidly against it, I think that this experience, it was really good for me because it showed me that the native language that we speak can be adopted by anyone, and that's where my poetry journey started, and it just launched off from there to this point. It's such a surreal experience. Even to this day, I still can't believe I'm in this room and among these talented creatives in the space. The networking and the collaboration and the love I felt from all these people in this space is really, really good. Creatively, it tells me that I can do anything. The sky is the limit and I have surpassed the limit, because entering this competition, I didn't expect to be the winner. And when I heard my name called as Shaquille Brown, winner of the Baugh Prize for poetry, I felt this immense joy, and I know that going forward I can do anything. This is my first time entering the competition. The name of my poem is How to Fold a Paper Boat. It was inspired by my work in youth advocacy. I work a lot with marginalized youths, and a part of my work is seeing how their marginalization affects them reaching their full potential. And most of the times when we do see these youth, most of the times when we do see these youth, they are under less than favorable circumstances, and no one is there helping them, and the system itself is oppressing them, so they can't reach their full potential. Funny enough, this poem took me an hour to do because it was, out of the three, it was my least favorite poem. So when I was told that we needed 3 poems, I said, okay, I'm just gonna add that one. It's probably not gonna get chosen, but even in taking an hour, I went back and I reworked it, and I went back and I went back. I even took out some verses and ended up having about 6 different versions of the one poem. My poetry, I think, is a call to action for persons who want to inspire themselves, one, and inspire others, especially young people and adolescents. I want them to know that anything that they believe, they can do. Creativity is something I believe that can uplift generations and uplift those generations to uplift other generations. Because we are all creatives, no matter what we tell ourselves, and my poetry, I want it to pull the creativity out of us. Well, right now I'm brainstorming starting a website where I publish my poetry so that young persons can have access to it, because as I said before, I believe that this it's not just for me. My poetry is about inspiring others, and I realize that in this generation, a lot of short form content, such as poems, songs, reach the young people faster than any other method can. So that's one. And also I'm establishing a series of poems that speak to mental health, because I think in this age where a lot of young persons are not getting the help they need, they can reach that through poetry. I think poetry speaks volumes to social issues, and it addresses them in very subtle ways that persons are afraid to. So poetry gives an avenue for persons to address bigger issues that affect us as people. And I think in using our voices and using poetry as a platform to express our opinions, we can move forward in development of ideas and social ideologies. How to fold a paper boat. Begin with a page torn from a record, an absentee report, a court summons, a final notice. Smooth its creases of neglect with the heel of your hand, a futile pressing of history's weight. Make the first fold sharp, a dividing line between what was promised and what is. This is how you learn to split your life into manageable halves. Now bring the corners to meet, not in prayer, but in the mimicry of a roof you don't live under. Create a point, not for piercing, but for shrinking your profile. See the triangle form. It is the geometry of a mouth learning to go silent in a loud room. The shape of a boy being streamlined for a narrow passage. This is the architecture of adapting. Tuck the loose flaps. Hide the raw edges. Make the chaos tidy, containable, a secret held fast against the skin. This is a lesson in sealing yourself. The hollow belly you create is not for treasures, but for the stones of the riverbed you will navigate. Cold cargo for a journey with no destination, only momentum. Do not mistake its buoyancy for freedom. This is the physics of the discarded, a thing made to be set adrift. Launch it in the choked gutter behind the schoolyard, where the chalk dust mixes with broken glass. Watch it become a tiny defiant sail on a current of runoff and sweet drink bottles. This is the only fleet you will ever command. It's the sea of the paved over, the sea of the forgotten, the watershed of fractured intentions. And when it finally softens, wilts, and becomes a gray pulp sinking into the grate, understand that this too is a graduation. The lesson was never in the sailing, but in the absorption. How the vessel pressed from the fibers of a broken system learns to dissolve without a sound, adding its brief white protest to the dark sediment of the drain.